Milan is French for kite, is a European anti-tank guided missile. Design of the Milan started in 1962. It was ready for trials in 1971, and was accepted for service in 1972. It is a wire-guided SACLOS missile, which means the sight of the launch unit has to be aimed at the target to guide the missile. The Milan can be equipped with a MIRA thermal sight, or MILIS, to give it night firing ability. History: Milan is a French-German missile that has been license-built by Italy, Spain, Britain and India. Because it is guided by wire by an operator, this missile can avoid most countermeasures. The drawbacks are its short range, the exposure of the operator, problems with overland power lines and a vulnerability to infrared jammers such as Shtora that can prevent the automatic tracking of the missiles. IR tail light variants: Milan 1, single, main-shaped charge warhead, caliber 103 mm. Milan 2, single, main-shaped charge warhead, with standoff probe to increase penetration. See photo to right, caliber 115 mm. Milan 2T, single main-shaped charge, with smaller shaped charge warhead at end of standoff probe to defeat reactive armor. Milan 3, tandem-shaped charge warheads and electronic beacon. Milan extended range and improved penetration. The later Milan models have tandem heat warheads. This was done to keep pace with developments in Soviet armor technology. Soviet tanks began to appear with explosive reactive armor, which could defeat earlier ATGMs. The smaller precursor heat warhead penetrates and detonates the era tiles, paving the way for the main heat warhead to penetrate the armor behind. Operators. Current operators: Afghanistan, Afghan National Army; Armenia, Armed Forces of Armenia; Brazil, Brazilian Army; Belgique, Belgian Army, infantry weapon, to be replaced by Spike missile; Chad, Chadian Ground Forces, infantry weapon; Cyprus, Cypriot National Guard 45 launch; Estonia, Estonian Defense Forces; Egypt, Egyptian Army, mounted on light vehicles, 220 units are used; France, French Army, infantry and vehicle-mounted weapon, will be replaced by missile moyenne portée from 2017. Germany, Bundeswehr, mounted primarily on Marder and TPZ Fuchs fighting vehicles, to be replaced by EUROSPIKE. Greece, Hellenic Army 400 launches. India, Indian Army, infantry and vehicle-mounted weapon, around 30,000 built under license by Bharat Dynamics. The Indian Army has also spent close to $120 million on 4,100 new Milan-2T ATGMs. Iraq, Iraqi Army. One reportedly hit a British Challenger 2 MBT during the early stages of Operation Telic along with multiple rocket-propelled grenades. The tank survived the attack. Kurdistan, Peshmerga, 30 launches and 500 missiles. Delivery in two portions was announced on August 31, 2014 by German Bundeswehr, used by the Kurds to stop ISIL vehicle-borne improvised explosive devices. Italy, Italian Army, infantry weapon, built under license by OTO MIRA, total of 714 launches with 17,163 missiles delivered in 1990. 807 Milan 2T ordered in 2004 and delivered in 2005. Kenya, Kenyan Army, infantry weapon. Lebanon, Lebanese Army. Libya, Libyan National Army. Macedonia, Army of the Republic of Macedonia. Mauritania, Mauritanian Army. Mexico, Mexican Army, mounted primarily on Panhard VBL scout cars. At least 16 launches and several hundred missiles are available. Morocco, Royal Moroccan Army. Pakistan, Pakistan Army. Portugal, Portuguese Army, Portuguese Marines. PKK. As per the Der Spiegel, PKK acquired the Milan anti-tank missiles. South Africa, South African Army, 375 missiles. Spain, Spanish Army, upgraded to Milan 2.5T. Syria, Syrian Army, about 1,000 missiles used in the anti-vehicular role. Free Syrian Army, some captured. Tunisia, Tunisian Armed Forces, 120 missiles. Turkey, Turkish Army. Uruguay, Uruguayan Army. Yemen, Yemeni Security Forces. Former operators Australia, Australian Army, was used by infantry and mounted on vehicles. The Australian Army withdrew the Milan from service in the early 1990s. The ADF now fields the FGM-148 Javelin system. Ireland, Irish Army, infantry weapon, replaced by the FGM-148 Javelin. Singapore, Singapore Army, replaced by the Israeli Spike. UNITA 150 missiles. United Kingdom, British Army, Royal Marines. While primarily an infantry weapon, it was also used in the FV-120 Spartan MCT turret. Over 50,000 missiles were purchased for use in the British Armed Forces. The Milan was deployed against Argentine bunkers in the Falklands conflict and later against T-55s during the Persian Gulf War. It was replaced by the FGM-148 Javelin in mid-2005. Gallery.